Qatar 2022, the most controversial World Cup ever played. By the end of this video, you'll know every major controversy from that tournament. The calls, the walkouts, the accusations, and why so many fans still believe FIFA had its thumb on the scale. Then you decide, rigged tournament or a football conspiracy that got out of hand. And stick around, because the most suspicious call of the entire tournament didn't happen in the final. It happened in the group stage, and almost nobody talks about it. Before a ball was even kicked, FIFA already had a trust problem. Qatar won the right to host the 2022 World Cup back in 2010, beating out the United States, Australia, and Japan. No World Cup had ever been held in the Middle East. No World Cup had ever been held in a country with Qatar's summer heat, which is why they had to move the entire tournament to November for the first time in history. Then came the U.S. Department of Justice investigation. In 2020, American prosecutors alleged that FIFA officials took bribes in exchange for votes for both the 2018 Russia bid and the 2022 Qatar bid. Multiple FIFA executives were indicted or banned in the years around the bidding scandal. Qatar has always denied buying the tournament. FIFA has never stripped them of it. So going into the World Cup itself, fans were already primed to believe something was off. And then the tournament started.
Japan versus Spain, group stage. Japan scores what looks like a clear goal line out ball, the kind that would have been ruled out at any World Cup before goal line tech and VAR angles existed. Officials use a camera angle nobody had ever seen before to rule it in. Japan wins, Germany gets eliminated in the group stage because of it. To this day, fans debate whether that ball was actually still in play. Then the co-host controversies. Several big nations complained about inconsistent VAR calls throughout the group stage, penalties given in some games, waved off in nearly identical situations in others. FIFA never fully explained the inconsistency, and that silence is exactly what fuels conspiracy theories. When you don't explain a call, people fill in the blank themselves. Here's the one that won't go away. Argentina's run to the final. Multiple contentious penalty calls went Argentina's way across the knockout stage, most notably in the semifinal against Croatia, where a penalty award was hotly disputed by pundits and rival fans. By the final against France, the narrative had fully formed online. FIFA wanted Messi to win his World Cup before he retired. It was supposed to be his fairy tale ending, and some fans believe officials made sure it happened. Here's the counter-argument, because it matters. Argentina were genuinely one of the best teams in the tournament. Messi had one of the greatest individual World Cups ever statistically. And penalty decisions go against favorites all the time too. Nobody calls that rigged. Confirmation bias is powerful. Once you're looking for a conspiracy, every 50-50 call starts to look like proof. Group stage, a match that barely made headlines outside football circles. A clear handball inside the box went unreviewed by VAR in a match that directly affected who advanced out of the group. No review, no explanation, no penalty. It never became a viral moment because it didn't involve a superpower nation or a global superstar, but it's the exact kind of inconsistency that critics point to as evidence FIFA applies scrutiny selectively, harder on smaller nations, softer on the ones that sell tickets and TV deals. That's the real argument critics make, not FIFA rigged one final. It's that FIFA has a financial incentive for certain outcomes, certain teams going deep, certain stars lifting the trophy, and every close call that benefits that outcome gets less scrutiny than one that doesn't.
So here's where it lands. FIFA's credibility problem didn't start in Qatar, and it didn't end there either. The bidding scandal was real and proven in court. The refereeing inconsistencies were real and undeniable on camera. Whether they add up to an actual fix or just an organization that's opaque enough to let people believe the worst, that's the part nobody can prove either way. What we do know, Messi got his World Cup. Qatar got its tournament, and FIFA got to walk away from the most controversial edition in history without ever having to explain the calls that mattered most. Comment below, do you think FIFA is actually compromised, or do people just hate Argentina? Or are they all just secretly Ronaldo fans who couldn't handle Messi winning? If you enjoyed this breakdown, you'll want to see our video on the most controversial referee decisions in Champions League history. Some of these calls make Qatar look tame.